with Chef You and I, and now we're making red pepper hummus. And this is such a beautiful hummus, especially for this time of year with the holidays and everything else. It's really pretty. It turns out kind of a pinkish red color, and it's really, really delicious. The first thing that we're going to do with anytime you make hummus, what you want to do is you want to take your lemon juice first, which is 1/4 of a lemon, right? And you also want to use your tahini. And I just need to shut this a minute because we're going to use this right here. Sorry. All right. We need this. And you need to actually take your tahini and put 2 or 3 tablespoons of it in it. And I'm going to do that. 1, 2. I don't think you can ever put enough tahini in. I love sesame, and you have to really, really like sesame. So hopefully you do. I do too. Wonderful tablespoons of tahini. And then I want to put my garlic in. I want to take my garlic and I want to put that in. That's 1/2 clove of garlic, right? And if you don't like garlic like I do, I can't have it. I do it without it and it tastes just as good. All right, and then we're going to blend that. And then I want to add a little bit of olive oil, and that's about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. 1, 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And then we're gonna blend that again. All right, we've got that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add the red peppers. We're going to add the red peppers to it, and we're going to add all of our other spices. Just a second. We're going to add our other spices. So what we want to do is we want to take this trusty dusty little thing right here, which I use all the time, and we're going to put that inside here. Okay, it's a little messy, but not to worry. We're going to put that back together. And what we're going to do is we're going to take all of this and put this in. Right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our garbanzo beans, put those in, and we're going to put the rest of our spices. And we're going to take 1/2 teaspoon or a teaspoon of cumin. Okay. We're going to use a little bit of red pepper. I'd say about 1/2 teaspoon. Red pepper. All right. We're going to I use parsley. I love parsley. And we're going to use 1/4 teaspoon of parsley. Okay. And we're going to use hot sauce. And I'm going to use about a teaspoon of hot sauce, which is about, and this is the original, so it's not as hot. Okay, and then I'm going to put this back on again. And we are going to put the top on here, and we're going to grind this up for a little while, about a minute. Make sure that you kind of just keep pulsing it, because you want it to be nice and smooth. Because if it's not very smooth, then it's not going to taste as good. It's not going to have a great texture. I like to serve it with vegetables, pita chips, scoopers, all kinds of different things. This is one of my favorite hummuses. You can make black pepper hummus. You can make all kinds of hummuses. Okay, I think that's beautiful. So let's put that in there. Now we're going to take this and we're going to put this in this dish, because you'll see how pretty it is in a second. And put it in the refrigerator. Okay, let's put this in here. Didn't mean to do that. Well, things happen. What can I tell you? We'll clean it up in a minute. And then what you should do is you're going to blend this all in. And then put it in. See how pretty it is? It's kind of an orange color. Really pretty though. Looks nice and smooth. Your guest will be amazed when they try it. And you know, this is really simple. It was a can of chickpeas. It was 2 tablespoons of tahini, sesame tahini. And you really need the tahini when you're making your hummus, right? And then you want to take your lemon juice, which is 1/4 of a lemon or a large lemon, right, squeezed, right? And then what you're going to do is you're going to take this and just like that. And I'm getting it ready to serve it, so I'm going to take, hold on, I'm going to take a little paper towel and wipe it off. And I'm going to put some red peppers. We're going to have some other shots of it. And we'll have the recipe on our website, okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to chop up some of those we've already chopped up some red peppers. You can see that I did that already. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these red peppers on top of here, and I'm going to show you this in a second. And it makes it really pretty. Now, since it's just my husband and myself that are going to enjoy this wonderful treat, if you need to make it for a crowd, you can make it with 2 cans and just double your recipe. The recipe will be up on our website. And I always add just a little pinch of red pepper on top of it, just to give it a little color. And you can see that. That's really, see how pretty that is? That was so simple. And you could even make this with your children. They'd really enjoy it. You know, hummus is good for kids. Beans are really good for kids. So that's the second dish. Really simple, like I said, 1 can of garbanzo beans. And you can peel the beans to get a smoother look out of it. But the first thing you want to do is you want to put your lemon juice in there, your tahini, your olive oil, and your garlic. And you want to actually grind it up and get it smooth. And then add all of your other ingredients, your garbanzo beans and the rest of it. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back on The Chef You and I.